wherever did my fool brother run off to? I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
Is that Roland's older brother or something?
It would seem Prince Roland shrugged off the King's Guard and went on a little excursion.
Yes.
As he's wont to do. I swear it's as if the boy exists to drive us mad.
It's the younger prince's job, right?
He is an embarrassment to our family.
Damn.
No matter. I will see to matters myself.
Is that like an indication that they're tapping their feet, or is that the little periods? The little dots? I think it's the dots.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
That's probably the dots.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Clarice.
But of course, Your Highness.
Oh, you can turn on auto. Which button is that?
The imposing-looking woman over there is General Avlora of Esfrost.
Okay.
Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War. If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself.
Nice. I have no idea what some of this stuff means, but that's okay.
Over there is Minister Exham Marshal of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
A general of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them. I know this man, Sorsley End of Hyzant, yes?
Just so, my lord.
That
As
guy
you
said
doubtless
was
know,
kind
he
of
is the Holy
funny.
State's Minister of Salt.
It's like an
A
egg.
prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened by Minister Exham of late.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife. Thank you, Clarice.
Oh,
I
I'm
can see
covering
we were
up
not
the...
wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the
Covering
tournament,
up
it
the...
would not do for me to be ignorant of the
I don't know where I should put
combatants.
this. Maybe here?
Her Highness, Lord Thalos and Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke, have arrived.
Maybe?
They will be joining the festivities in Archduke
Well,
Gustadolf's
when I get
stead.
back into battle, I guess we'll see what that covers
Word
up.
has it
But
that
for
Lord
now, we'll leave it
Thalos has
here.
been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new ally.
No, I never played Three
You need
Houses.
not remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family.
It's another like strategy-like game, yeah. I think there's romance in that one too. I'll play it eventually, probably. Everyone is dateable? Like literally
Honored
everybody?
guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead. I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together. Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves.
Excuse me, I burped if anybody heard
Allow
that.
me to escort you to Whitehome Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
I don't know if y'all actually heard that. Ooh, pretty.
Prince Roland, finally you return.
You're in so much trouble. What was that?
At ease, Yuet. I
Oh.
trust all was well in my absence.
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolffort domain, was it?
Sounds familiar.
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
So this fan is drying out my eyeballs.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
Are you?
Besides, no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny were used to that. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
Oh.
Well, I would not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Yuet. Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope
Poor
not.
Roland feels so ignored.
So it is true that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolffort, no less.
How did you...
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all along.
And so I have decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
As you wish.
As you wish. Was that... Oh, was that like a side... I wonder if those are ever like fighting battles. Side quests, or if they're just like side movies. Ooh, that looks fancy. Okay, so I guess this is the only place I can go for now. That's it. Okay. We will go.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Taciturn woman.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
No.
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so?
Yes.
Or
Oh.
can't you see that it was that
I
big
forgot that
mountain
it shows who's
that
playing
invited
what in my friends list. Neon's been outed.
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind. And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolffort.
Benedict sounds familiar too. I think I've heard this guy before.
This is Eridor, Master at Arms and Commander of our military forces.
You'll be the lady of House Wolffort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same. And from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolffort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
Thank you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
He just met her.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
I yell around here. There's nothing you can do about it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Erador.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Oh, that's a lot of forces. Strikes enemies. Oh, okay, that's her. Takes 2 actions in the same turn. Can conceal herself from enemy eyes. Shields allies with superb defensive capabilities, just enemies' attacks, counterattacks when dealt a physical blow by adjacent enemy. Cool, cool, cool. Sound pretty poggers.
As you are well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenoa and his bride are wed.
Are what?
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
I'm still trying to get used to all these kingdom names. I'm like, who is who?
That the 3 nations
Who is
of
who?
Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven.
It's a lot of names.
And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the 2 before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolffort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day. The tourney!
Yeah, people beating each other up.
Russian. Just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords.
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolffort.
So are we House Wolffort?
On that matter, there are 2 things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolffort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Because he likes you guys better.
He originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, it's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health.
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the
Oh
tourney.
no. I don't even know who that is yet.
Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Ah, okay. This is Dad.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men.
Okay, so yeah, that sound is for the ellipses, I think is what they're called.
Watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Little three dots.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming.
My lips are so dry, dude.
Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
See if this is an okay spot for my camera when we get into another fight. I'm not sure yet. I don't want to cover up the... No, this works out. It doesn't cover up the name of the city. Lord Simon, head of House Wolffort, welcomes Frederica into his home, both as his future daughter-in-law and a symbol of Glenbrook and Ace Frost's unity. Anything else? Anything else? Got any side? No side stuff? Okay. Hello, Father.
I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
You guys haven't gotten married yet. Or is that...
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of
Does
House
betrothed mean someone you're gonna marry or someone you have married?
Ho ho, the pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolffort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl. You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Because we don't care about that stuff here, but other people do, so...
I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
And yet, there's another war coming, huh?
Against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolffort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations...
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
No.
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse...
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
Oh no.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolffort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Oh. He's dying. Somebody help him.
Father.
Get the healer lady in here.
Lord Simon.
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolffort.
You abdicate?
You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
Figures.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
There's a Dido in the background. Bud, you sleepy? Look sleepy. Dido. My mic is covering him. Kind of. A little bit. Now I'm covering him. Ha ha ha.
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words
Like
and your
hair on my arm, it keeps tickling it.
Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully. Then, do so.
I didn't mean to.
And I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
No, it's not spiders.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolffort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Jagan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Time to take a nap.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
I'm laughing. Young Hawk Soars completed. Is that the first chapter? Save your game, I suppose.